The color Gossamer Veil. The company, Sherwin-Williams. This is Hue Review, so let's review. I'm James, this is the Paint People. We talk about paint colors, painting, decorating, color theory, all those wonderful things. And Hue Review is how I review paint colors. I want to review them all, one video at a time. Press that like button and click subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all of these reviews and the color palettes that follow them. Today's sponsor is us. ThePaintPeople.com is your go-to destination for quality paint and paint supplies. One of our standout features is our ability to create any color from all major paint brands. And the best part, we deliver across the US and Canada. Visit our website today and discover a world of colors, quality, and convenience. And as a thank you for supporting us on YouTube, use coupon code JAMES5 for 5% off your order. So before I give you the vibe of this color, tell you how versatile it might be, and then ultimately my verdict on it, I'll give you some alternatives from other paint companies. These colors come pretty close. They're not spot-on matches, but they will give you the essence of Gossamer Veil in your Valspar, in your Behr paints, in your Benjamin Moore. So if you're not really fond of Sherwin-Williams, or your contractor gets a better discount somewhere else, these are going to give you just 80 to 90% of what Gossamer Veil does. But the only way to get the real color is to just buy the Sherwin-Williams paint. So that would be my recommendation. So what's Gossamer Veil all about? What is the vibe of this color? What can you expect if you want to use it? Well, to be fair, this is a color that is pretty popular. It's been featured in countless Sherwin-Williams color collections that were curated by the company. And that usually gives me an idea that a lot of people are using this color. They enjoy it. They keep revisiting it because it's been popular for quite a while now. But all that doesn't matter because this video is about what I think, what my opinion is. What I'll start with is the LRV of Gossamer Veil, which is at a 62, which means it reflects 62% of the light that hits it. And a lot of designers tend to agree that paint colors around that high 50, low to mid 60 mark in terms of LRV, it's a really good place to be. And the reason for that is it's sort of a Goldilocks amount of light reflection where it's not going to feel too light where you won't notice the color whatsoever. It's also not too dark where you might make a room feel really caved in and unapproachable because of how dark it is. It just has this nice amount of lightness to it. So that's pretty good. If you want something that is just that not too hot, not too cold, not too light, not too dark feel, Gossamer Veil really does give you that in terms of its lightness. Now, what about the undertones? What kind of color is Gossamer Veil? Well, I find this color to be very neutral. It is definitely gray based. I find this color to have just a slight cool earthy green quality to it that I think puts it in a really nice position. Some greens can really go towards the blue side of things, which is very cool, but Gossamer Veil does a good job at kind of remaining in that middle of the road neutral sort of position that does give it a really good quality. I do find that neutrals that are so in the middle, they can go either way, which is good, but it can be bad. This is a color that I would definitely test out because I think it's going to be beholden to your space, your lighting, your flooring, your furniture, other paint colors that you might use in nearby areas. Gossamer Veil is so neutral that it can really pull either way depending on what else is around it, more so than other colors. So that is the vibe. What about the versatility aspect? How usable is this color? And this is a quality that I think is very important to consider with paint colors because it's always nice to have a color that can fit different molds, different design styles. You like changing things up in your home. You don't want to be forced to change your wall color either, especially in those larger parts of your home. Gossamer Veil to me has a high versatility inside the home. And the reason for that is because of that neutral, toned down, dusty quality that I think it has. Even though it's a slightly cooler leaning neutral, it has a transitional quality where you can put it in amongst other warmer colors, whether it is on the form of wall colors or even just the furniture you have and the flooring. If it is warmer hardwood, honey oak that you have in your home, I feel like a color like Gossamer Veil will do a great job at inputting itself. Maybe not necessarily in a coordinating sense, but maybe in a more complementary sense. So you have this little bit of a back and forth of cool and warm, giving your overall design a little more balance. And I think that's pretty cool. On the exterior side of things, I would also put Gossamer Veil at a high versatility. I think the types of colors that you would use outside would coordinate quite well with Gossamer Veil, albeit maybe on the more earthy green side of things. So Probably not an awesome choice for a Gauntlet Gray, which is maybe a little more browny red leaning, which could be a bit too jarring, I would say, paired with Gossamer Veil. But if you were looking for a lighter neutral to use either on the main body of your home or even Gossamer Veil on the trim for a darker main body color, something rich like Homburg Gray, for example, I think this would be a great choice to use, or at least consider and test out. All right, so what's the verdict here? How would I use Gossamer Veil? Would I use it in my home? In terms of its location on the palette pyramid, I would put Gossamer Veil in main color territory. This is a paint color that you can truly use throughout your home. This could be the one color that you buy. You can throw it on all your walls. And I think it's because of how neutral it is, how passive it is, and also because of its slightly cool lean that doesn't go too far into that direction. Lovely main color to use throughout the entire home if you really wanted to. And before I give you the verdict on whether I would actually use it, here are some other colors that go well with it. Snowbound would be a great pairing as an off-white for Gossamer Veil. And then if you wanted something a little more rich, Allegory could be a good choice as well. Just a little more depth, a little more punch, and maybe even more of that cool green coming through. Gossamer Veil, total main color, that's how I would use it. But would I? Would I actually use this in my home? Yeah, I would. I think this is a great color, a wonderful choice for people that like those warmer neutrals but want something a little cooler just to give you some variety. I think that's the perfect use case for this. Gossamer Veil is awesome. Big thumbs up for me. That's a review. If you want a palette pyramid where I utilize Gossamer Veil, probably as the main color, let me know in that comment section below. And we got another video right over here.